Hi, what up, though? So, a question that came in is, have you ever had a tantric healing experience? And if so, how was your experience? So, I definitely have had a tantric healing experience. Uh, Not as many sessions as I have given, unfortunately, but we don't really have many practitioners here in the Middle Tennessee area. So, I had to go down to Atlanta, where most of my people are. The rest of the lineage, the rest of the tribe, the majority of them are Atlanta based. So I had to go down there to get my work on, or sometimes I tap in with some of the people and we do distance sessions. My first experience was during like a class. It was during the lineage that I come from. We used to have tiers, and so I did the first tier by myself, but about the time I got to the second tier, I was with, some more people or whatever. And my first experience, I was in my head a lot, you feel me? Like, we was in the middle of class, and, it was probably like 3 of us guys on the table, and it just felt kind of, I don't know, I think being in public kind of held me back. And I was in my head. I was actually thinking, like, do I feel something? Am I feeling something? Like, and instead of just feeling it, I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? I was analyzing it. And then back then I learned that I had trouble relaxing. Like, just letting go and relaxing was like a challenge at first. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first time on the table. You feel me? I was just like, I don't know. It was in the public. I think that had something to do with it. It was my first time. And I was just analyzing it, and then I didn't even realize I had trouble relaxing until that time. Now, probably my second session was a private session. That was probably like 6 months later. My homegirl Adira Moselle, I repost her stuff a lot. We were in this semen retention class. A class that was like basically teaching us the ins and outs of semen retention, and within that semen retention we had a lot of prostate work we were doing, basically like Kegels for men and a whole bunch of routines to build up the prostate, the strength of the prostate or whatever, and help you be able to recycle your energy, recirculate your energy, that type of thing. So I went down to Atlanta, got with my homegirl Ladera, and I think we had like a class, and then she just got with me after class. So this was in a private setting, right? And she made me real comfortable, and I got on the table, and by this time I had been working with the public, you know what I'm saying? So basically the same type of stuff that I would tell my clients is like, what I was doing or whatever. And I just relaxed. It was very comfortable, and man, it was great. You know what I'm saying? She hit me with some mantras. And I used to be shy, like, I used to be like nervous to use mantras, because like, I'm like, man, this shit sound weird. But when she hit me with those mantras, like, I couldn't stop moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't just say I was shaking. I don't remember if I was shaking or just vibrating or wobbling or whatever. But when she was doing the mantras, and then she had like a mantra she was singing, when she was hitting me with the mantras, man, like, I couldn't, if I wanted to be in control, I couldn't be in control. And that actually helped me start, like, man, I'm finna start using mantras now, you feel me? She did some prostate work. Did she do yeah. She charged my prostate up, like she energized it or whatever. She didn't have to physically like touch me, but energetically she sent some energy to my prostate. And man, I was having like, and by this time, just the different work I was doing, I was already having like the beginning stages of prostate orgasms without like any type of internal stimulation or anything, just like the energy. And so she kind of pushed me over the edge. And I remember going to Ty Seeley's down there in Atlanta. She got the kale wraps or whatever. So I went down there and get the kale wraps, and it was this thick girl in front of me, man. And man, like the energy and the arousal, it was like I started like having like a prostate orgasm. Like it's like a clenching sensation in a sense it sends waves of energy like up your body and shit, man. So yeah, that was my second session. That prostate, like the extra prostate energy, it lasted probably 3 to 6 months maybe. It was like a long time where I could just have a prostate orgasm. And even now, years later, I still, like, I think that first session really like put me together as far as like energizing and strengthening my prostate. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And other than that, I done had several sessions. I done worked on hundreds of people at this time, and the ratio, you feel me? So I really got to start like training people here in the Nashville area so I can start getting more work. We only got a couple women practitioners here. Yeah, so that's that, man. So I have had my own sessions, not as many as I want, you feel me? Like, if I done did 100 sessions, I probably done had 10. And that's a terrible ratio, you feel me? Nah, I done had more than 10. If I done, just say, I done done more than 100 sessions. But if I done 100 sessions, I probably done had 20. Yeah, that's a good ratio comparison. You feel me? Like, that's a good ratio comparison. So for every, like, 5 I've done, I done got 1. And we got our own stuff that we do to, like, work on yourself or whatever. But, yeah, that's that. All right.